Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Throwing to start the drive. Perry. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Perry. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. The quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Open man right side is St. Brown. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Perry. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. A first carry here for Kene Nwangwu. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Off play action. Perry. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Alex Anzalone came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Goff on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Goff now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tutu Atwell there. And it's 2nd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'll be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't get in.
Well, again, man coverage on the outside. And this guy report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They go play action here on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter.
19 Tiger.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Vikings at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot to help you force the incompletion.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. They'll look to throw again. It's a shovel pass, and it's complete. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Partner, doesn't it speak to how well he works with this offensive line? They know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam. And he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. gun. Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I think you can call this a hot day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they're totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. And zero on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Here we go on fourth. Goff. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down. Here's Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Back to throw. Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
On second down, here's Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
To throw on third down, Perry. And that's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Straight ahead, here's Nwogu. And bulldozing his way through. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them. It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On second down, here's Nwogu. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Up the middle, Nwogu. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwogu with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. picked up by Lewisine. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing to start the drive. Perry. This one brought in by Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he's got this to Jefferson. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And his kick here is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back right now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Dunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Throwing on 1st down. Perry. Throw to the right. Hauled in by Addison. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Back to throw again. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the 2nd half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Second and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. That's complete to the Porter. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now we'll pause for an injury, and it's the quarterback, Jared Goff, shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Gone. And this is going to be incomplete.
There's only I'm running up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Patterson's kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So the 3 points there, CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On third down, Perry. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They've been brilliant, perfect on fourth down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On first down, Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on third and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Trap 50, trap 50. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
On first down, Perry. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and a couple. Operating from the gun. Perry. There goes a deep ball. End zone. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this is going to be returned from... And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. One of the linebackers has got it. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Perry. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Reagor, the man in motion. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Reagor taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. This out quickly to Williams. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Goff looking to change the play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Right side to Williams. And they'll get him down at about the 37. Well short of the 1st. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Pass Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Goff. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now this throw caught left side. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. Now Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Here's Goff. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps them move the sticks. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's Goff. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Looking to throw. Perry. Evades him at the 20. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So on 4th down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind, they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. of the gun. Goff.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Play action. It's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Oh, did the Lions get it? Yes, they recover. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Goff on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and...
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now it's gone.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw is gone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
Here's Goff. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get 1 piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, like all great games, as it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports.
It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Dragons of Chicago taking on the Washington Commanders. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway here on EA Sports. KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Black swap. Hey.
Gallup in motion right.
Yellow.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Red, you, yellow. Ready?
Throwing first play is Lance. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Quan Martin.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, these two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Once more, Gibson.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Howell out of the shotgun.
Touchdown!
Jahan Dotson
With touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Gotta laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
43 rail.
Now a play fake. Lance. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The second down and 10 there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They were excellent in that way with the 49ers last week.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while, 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
From midfield, here's Lance. Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Powell, he'll look to throw it.
Throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Howell.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards to pick up there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the ground with Robinson.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7. Now Howe. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
10 yards on the pickup.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the option right is Lance. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Lance going to throw. Looking downfield for Pollard. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Lance to throw on 2nd down here. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dragons go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's 3rd and 7. Well, How's going to mix it up here.
3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch here by McLaurin, and he's got himself a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Marquise Bell in on that stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 45.
This now a 3rd and 4.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
And now they'll shift things around.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Good for Washington. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Brings up 3rd down.
Pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
Second down, Pollard again.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Dragons.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Still going.
Touchdown, Chicago. Michael Gallup, 50 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now they go play action with Howell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Malik Hooker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Lance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incomplete.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Lance's pass intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Second down and a yard. Throwing here, Howell. That is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. First down, Howell to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Howell now to throw it. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set.
It's 2nd and goal at the 14-yard line.
Here's Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Slide for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Here's Lance to throw it.
And his throw here's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Now Lance.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here we go, set.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Red, cycle.
On 2nd down, here's Lance. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
A final shot before half for Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's taken on the 25. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Down and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready,
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
ready, go.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they have everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Double 38.
Throwing now is Lance. Left side to Lamb. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Lance. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And a call and a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
When you get into the second half of the tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Another throw for Howell. And that will be incomplete as well.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So he splits the uprights. Has to be a nice feeling. Right when he left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Okay,
Now
ready?
2nd and 7 from the 23.
Blue strike.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And got his man complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Working from the gun, Lance. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Now Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The Lance going to throw. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Chicago.
Lance now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Lamb will go in motion. Well, they'll fake the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. Shoves him aside. He's going to go out of bounds
but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Play action now, Prescott. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dragons have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Howell throwing on first down here. Man open is Robinson. Escapes the defender. And he will be taken down, and a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Howell going to audible to something else. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Isaiah Likely, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
46.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
That is caught. Schoonmaker.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A give running right is long. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the Commanders' 40-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to...
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And now they're in the hurry up.
And they go play action with Howell. A short one there, caught by Likely.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Samuel in motion. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Howell changing the play here.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Howell down to throw it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Into the hands of Cooks. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Prescott. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Here's Dak. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little...
That is intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
One last shot now for Prescott.
That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.